My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. Always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby. I can give you everything you want. Everything you want.
climbing up 4 walls in my apartment. I can't spend another second with my brain. Gotta get up and get out, but there's a problem. Every time I go outside, I see your face. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side. All day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright. We gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone. Send me to you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone. Send me to you. Where you at? Where'd you go, babe? Can't you see that I need company? I'm losing it, losing my way. Only get through when it's you plus me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Honestly, can't you just call me? Where you at? Where'd you go, babe? Let me fix my mistakes. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side, all day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright, we gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way, yeah. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, send me to you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, send me to you. Yeah.
Being number one isn't easy.
The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, send me to you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, send me to
Lately I've been feeling like somebody else. Heard you're moving on with someone new. My friends keep telling me that it was for the best, but I don't know if I will make it through. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Girl, I know we said some things we didn't mean, but thought that we could figure this one out. Hate the fact that our love now is separate, but maybe someday you will realize. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start,
take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up I've been working overtime like crazy, just to show you how I really feel. Haven't had a single day off duty, just to show you that my love
Mic check,
is
1 2.
real.
Hey, what up, JT?
You even care
Thanks for the blessing, JT.
when I stay.
Oh wait, let me make JT a moderator too. I already hooked up my man Chaos. Chaos, yeah, I'm late. I had a lot of shit going on.
I'm under your spell, oh baby. I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another
Moderator.
maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you, will you let me? Oh, I hope that someday you will know.
I think I'm gonna start moderating everybody that supports the channel, man.
Every little thing I do for you. Like the time I went to buy you flowers, 'cause you said your favorite one is blue. Do you even care when I stay? Oh baby, can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you, maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you, will you let me?
What up, what up, what up? Let's get the show going.
I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna
fired up over
take
here at TikTok.
another look at you, maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling
There we go. What's up,
hopelessly in
TikTok?
love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you, will you let me?
Mayor 963, what's good? Welcome to another episode of High Value Shan. We're not only is Shan a high value man, so is the content. I gotta hit immune system shot. Oh, woo! Yikes! Now that was a punch. Let's see. This one is strawberry, ginger, beets, agave, and lemon. Imagine that combination. Strawberries, ginger, beets, agave, and lemon. Ooh. It's good though, man. It's good. What up, Brendan? Good to have you at TikTok, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some things to talk about today. Did you see the show that I just did? Where Vivica Fox apparently got a BBL at age 60. Vivica Fox apparently got a BBL at age 60. Why would Vivica Fox do that? Hoo-ah! Why would Vivica Fox get a BBL at age 60, you guys? Can somebody explain it to me? Can somebody tell me why she would get a BBL at age 60? Do women get BBLs for men? TikTok, do women get BBLs for men? Chaos, do women get BBLs for men to attract men? Is there something that's wired in modern women's brain that tells them if I go get a fake butt, men will like me more? Can somebody inform me? Can somebody give me the psychology on that? The men that want to lay with me, the men that want to play with me, the men that want to cuff me, the men that want to wife me, the men that want to spend the rest of their lives with me, wants me to get a Brazilian butt lift. Is that the case? Tell me. I'm just curious. I'd like to know. Prince Sama, what up? Good to have you here. Hoo-ah! So, Chaos, Chaos says, yes, Shannon. Women get BBLs for the male gaze. Do women do that because they are under the impression that they are going to secure a man faster and longer than they would if they were an all-natural woman? Because I can't imagine a man. I don't know a man. And I know a lot of people. I don't know a single male, mature man who said, I need to go get my woman a BBL, man. I don't know one. I don't know a single man that says that. I'll be right back. I don't know any men that want their woman to have a BBL. I don't know anybody that wants to BBL. I don't know any guys that want to BBL, that wants to, because Vivica Fox is 60 years old, ladies and gentlemen. You know, she was in a news cycle last year when she said she's ready to settle down, and she established her requirements for a man to get with Vivica Fox at age 60. Everybody was like, you lost your mind. You lost your mind, Vivica Fox. Who do you think you are? Do you think you are the same woman that you were 40 years ago when you were 20 years old? Do you believe that you are the same woman that you were 20 years ago when you were 40 years old, when you were 30 years old, 30 years ago, do you believe that you are the same value to a man that you are at age 60? That's what she thought last year when she was in the news cycle. So what happened was this past weekend, not this past weekend, weekend before last, but the photos just came out. For those that don't know, the photos just came out. So Vivica Fox has a hair company. I don't know if she sells hair like chemicals. She might sell like shampoo or conditioner. Vivica Fox may sell, hair grease. I have no idea. Dry shampoo. Or most likely she sells weaves. What up, Machine? Good to have you here.
Hoo-ah!
Hey, Miss Plucky Bill. I see you at TikTok. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Lil Blanchard, for the gift. DJ, thank you for the gift. Appreciate you. Hey, everybody, double tap and make them hearts fly over at TikTok. Make them hearts fly. I want to go. Can I get like, I never get hearts. Like, people don't never give me hearts at TikTok. I don't understand why. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. All it takes is like you to just tap. You can still listen to me. All you gotta do is just tap the screen. Like, oh, so I'm getting them now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I never get like hearts. That's like showing me love. It gives me inspiration to even go live on TikTok. Because we really live over here at YouTube. YouTube is where my family's at. That's where the dope, my subscribers and the people I love to talk to. But, I throw up the iPhone and just go live on TikTok as well. Thank you, Danielle, for the gift. I appreciate you. So, yeah, listen. I wonder, does Vivica Fox still think that she is this? She went out and I was telling you about her hair. So she has a hair company. And about 2 weeks ago, in Houston, Texas. Whenever I hear about anything black, it's coming out of Houston for some reason. I get it. They say that's Atlanta West or Atlanta. Atlanta. It's not Atlanta South because Atlanta's in the South. So Atlanta West. It's always Atlanta, Houston, Atlanta. I'm not 60. I'm almost there. I'm 52, man. Machine. I'm 52. 5'2", 8 years. Not even that. Really 7.5 because I'm 52.5. I'll be 53 in June. But I could tell you this. At 52 years old, you wouldn't see me getting no body work done to enhance. Like, what would a man like? Listen, let me finish telling the story. Vivica Fox in Houston, she's selling weaves. Probably she has a hair company. It's called Vivica Fox's Hair Company, something like that. And she wore these white jeans. And the photos just came out. 50 Cent, of course, made some comments talking about he might spin the block. Then he had to clear it up because everybody was like, "Oh shit, 50's taking a look. He might want to go get his old thing back." They were saying 50 was saying that he might want to go get his old thing back. 50 came back and was like, no, hold on. That was just jokes. I was just joking, y'all. That wasn't true. He said that was just jokes. I'm just playing. I ain't trying to spin the block to Vivica Fox. But what happened was they started taking pictures when she got there at her I don't know if it was a grand opening for a store. I don't know if she was establishing her brand in a partnership at a stockist location. I have no idea. But there was an event for her hair company in Houston 2 weeks ago. Vivica Fox showed up, and she showed up in some tight white pants. Some tight white pants, you guys. And yeah, her ass is getting bigger, you guys.
Hoo-ah!
Her ass is getting bigger. Her butt is getting bigger. Danielle says an older man is different than an older woman. A man can be physically attractive until age 80. Shout out to Danielle. I'm gonna pin that. Where is it? How you pin a comment? I'm gonna pin that one. So it's now being alleged that Vivica Fox ran out and got a BBL. Now, last summer, she was out there talking about what her standards and requirements are to get a man, because now she wants one at age 60. After, going through the cock carousel for all these years, she's now saying she's ready to settle down at 60 years old. Became the laughing stock. Now she got a BBL, and it's always the turkey leg BBL. I call it the turkey leg. Like, what is it when women, they get the turkey leg BBL where the ass is super big and then it just goes in sharply straight to the legs, and then it'd be the regular legs. Like, they need to put some BBL stuff in their thighs too so they can get it matched. Like, what is going on with that? Ladies, are you doing that for men? Yes, Mickey. Women's body change with age. It does. You are absolutely right, Mickey. Mickey, you are absolutely right. Women's body change with age. Men's bodies change with age as well. I take that into consideration. In fact, let me show you guys what I put up on the other show. Hold on 1 second. See, if you guys want to see this at TikTok, you got to swing over to YouTube so I can show you what I'm getting ready to show them, my family over here at YouTube real quick. YouTube, hold on 1 second. I'm going to put this on preview mode. Then I'm going to swing over here to check this out profile. And you guys hold on 1 second. I'm going to swing here. And then I'm going to grab these photos. I'm going to grab this photo. And I'm going to grab this photo. And I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to throw hold on. All right. So hold on. So we back to live mode. Okay. So now y'all tell me, YouTube, take a look at this. This is what we grew up on right here. That's what we grew up on. Take a look at that. That is Vivica Fox from the Set It Off days. That's the 2002, 2003 Vivica Fox. That's what 50 Cent was dating right here. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? TikTok. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me show you. Can you see that TikTok? That's the Vivica Fox from 2003. That's the one that we've known. She was saying that women age. I understand that women age. Oh, JT Coin Rings is over here at TikTok too. My man JT be supporting me on all platforms. Thank you, bruh. This right here is 23 years ago. I understand that women's body change with age. So do men. But also understand something. At 52 years old, I am a certified personal trainer. I am a certified personal trainer. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. You have the ability, even with age, to maintain a fantastic physique if you care that much to do so. Eating so much macaroni and cheese, chitlins and hamburgers, no excuse. You can't do that, ladies, especially. You can't do that. You tell me if this version or this version. This right here. Now you see this picture here? This is an all-natural body that men like. I get it. She's younger. But she could have maintained this body right here and not had to go get this at 60 years old if she cared that much. So age is no excuse. I don't want to hear that women get older and there's nothing that they can do about it. Oh, you can absolutely do something about it. It makes no sense. But that's not what we're here for today. I talked about this on the show on Check This Out, and I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Ask Danielle. I couldn't believe it. Nevertheless, man, let's get into the show today. Equity. Today we are going to talk about equity and how it is not real in a relationship. Equity is not real in a relationship. Let me get rid of that. Equity is not real in a relationship. What up, Dino? Do you understand how misogynistic you're being? Do you know the definition of misogyny? SD Benson, do you understand the definition of misogyny? If you could tell me the definition of misogyny right now, then we can have a conversation about that. And if you're gonna call me misogynistic, you better call me misogynistic as well. Because I was just talking about men too. Or is that the only one that's hitting you? You see, I don't like anybody getting any augmentation. In fact, I discussed myself getting a fake body for women just a minute ago. Oh, I do. You want to pull up and discuss it? Let me know. I haven't annihilated anybody in a conversation intellectually in a while. Most people can't keep up. Maybe you can. Pull up. Pull up. All you got to do is go to shannonrawls.com/call. I'll bring you up. We can talk about it. We could talk about it. We can talk about it. Bring it up, SD. Come on. You got the people on. You know how TikTok is, y'all. They get sensitive over there. They hear what it's selective hearing. They don't want to hear the part where I was insulting anybody that gets any kind of body modifications. But we're talking about Vivica Fox. Nevertheless, if you think that was bad, SD Benson, guess what I'm getting ready to talk about right now? Oh, you should stick around. Look at the title of the show. Look at the title of the show. What they say? Yes, they are on TikTok or YouTube. They that want to come up. Yeah, they're not gonna come up. Chaos. They never come up. They're internet warriors. They're keyboard warriors. They're Twitter fingers. They never pull up. Ever. I've been trying to get people to pull up to art I've done smoke shows. They never come. It never works. I don't know why. It's always in the chat. It's always in the comments, but it's never in face to face because their arguments fall apart every single time. Every single time. They say you're not worth my time. They say crap. They say shit like that. You're not worth my time, but you hear. You hear. I appreciate you being here. In fact, I think it would be worth everybody's time if you can explain to me how I am being misogynistic when I am discussing somebody augmenting their natural beauty. We are discussing natural beauty and what men want. And why do women augment their body by going to get a Brazilian butt lift? That's not the hatred of women. You say you know the definition of misogyny, right? If you know it, you gotta stand on that, or just keep quiet and listen and learn something. We are talking about equity tonight, though. Equity in a relationship is not real. Equity is, listen, you guys, equity is a buzzword. It's a new buzzword. A lot of people didn't even understand. It's been equality for so many years. Equality, equality, equality. As you can see on my screen here, I explained to you, equity and equality is not the same. It seems the same. It feels the same, but it's not the same. Equality is sameness. We are the same. This is where a lot of people get it mixed up with men and women, as an example. Are men and women equal? No, we are not. Women are valuable. Men are valuable in their own unique ways. Some men want to be women. Some women want to be men. At least perceived as such. But men and women are not the same. That's equality. Equity is fairness. And we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that tonight. Sameness and fairness. That's the difference. So when somebody says, you know what, are we equal? Are we equal in our relationship? No, you're not equal in your relationship. The husband is not the same as the wife. The wife is not the same as the husband. The husband has his own unique properties and specialties and things that make him amazing. There's things that make men amazing. There's things that make a woman amazing, necessary and needed in a relationship that men cannot do. There's nothing he can do about it. As much as he'd want to do it, he can't. As much as men want to do some of the things that he wish he could, that his woman does, he's not ever going to be able to do that. And vice versa. There's things that women will never be able to do that men can. There is no equality amongst the genders. We are not the same. Men and women are not the same. Oh, babe, come here real quick. SD Benson said, I'm obviously single. Just reach in there and give me a kiss right here. Give me a kiss. SD, you see that? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. That's why they never pull up, JT. They don't know what they talking about. They don't listen. Most people don't listen to understand what people are talking about. They just listen to respond. They're triggered. SD Benson doesn't know what they're talking about. It's okay though, SD. When you're ready to discuss these things, I'm here. Follow the channel, follow my page, and I'll take care of you. Follow my page, and I will educate you. Join the army at the srarmy.com. Join the SR Army, where we take lives to the next level. Oh, see how it goes, CSD? Accountability. So I see that you are allergic to accountability. There's no correction. You need to have that same energy. Where's that same energy that you just had a minute ago? Now you feel sorry. Okay. Anyways. But I don't block people, by the way. The whole blocking thing I think is ridiculous. Unless it's like obviously a computer bot or something like that. I don't do all of that. But you just got checked. That's called checkmate. I know you feel stupid, and it's okay, but you're not gonna get blocked because I like people like you. I've converted people like you to become believers and understand and become more intelligent than they were when I met them. Right now, this is how I'm meeting you. I'm gonna educate you, come hell or high water. I appreciate you, SD. Equality and equity. Equality and equity. Equity and equality is not the same. Equality is about sameness. Equity is about fairness. And gentlemen, let me explain something to you. I'm about to come hard on the women. Wait, what is this? Oh, the co-host thing? No, I don't want to do the co-host thing. Equity is a buzzword, ladies and gentlemen. It's a buzzword that's used to confuse men, particularly. And the blue-pilled simp men are buying it. The blue-pilled men are buying the term equity. You see, people that are kind of smart, they know to come with, you know what, we're not the same, we're different, but I want equity in my relationship. I want equity in my relationship. Do you guys understand what equity actually means? I know the simple one is it's fairness. You see the photo I have up here. Where's it at? Right here. You see this photo I put up here, right? The difference between equality. See, equality means that everybody gets a box to stand on. Equity means the box is given to the ones needed to be able to watch the baseball game. You guys see the photo up here? You guys at TikTok can't see it. It's over here at YouTube. But if you come over to YouTube, you can see the picture that I have up here to explain equity versus equality. Equality means everybody gets the same stuff. Everybody is the same. Everybody's treated the same. Everybody is putting in the same efforts and all of that. Equity is fairness. You see, the theory about equity is where you're able to deposit something into a relationship and be able to withdraw anything later. What that means is whatever you can put in the pack, like treat it like a bank account. Whatever you can put in the bank account, it's what you can afford. You might not be able to afford the same thing that somebody else can afford in the bank. So you put in what you can. You know, I'm able to put in $800. You're able to put in $200, but we both are able to withdraw $500. The theory is where you can put in something, but you can pull out anything.
To the real world.
Hey, Bridget. Thank you for being here, Bridget. I appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription. You can't you can't put something in the pot and take out what you put in. You get to put in the pot and take anything out, regardless of what you put in. That is equity. Equity is if I put in $200 in the savings account and you put in $800 in the savings account, we both now have $1,000 in the savings account. You get to take out $500 and I get to take out $500 because we're partners and we're in a loving relationship. And the only reason that you can only put in $200 as opposed to $800 like me is because that's the best you can do. You're doing your best to put in what you can in this bank account. That is what equity means, ladies and gentlemen. Michael says that's socialism. You know what? You're right, Michael. To a degree, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It is a form of socialism. Listen. Now, when it comes to relationships, most relationships are lopsided. It's either a woman putting in more than a man or a man putting in more than a woman, whether it's things, whether it's bills, whether it's love, whether it's nurturing, whether it's attention, time. Typically, most relationships are lopsided. Somebody's doing a little bit more than the other. But I need something I need to explain something to the gentlemen out here tonight. Tonight, gentlemen, this is for you. It's typically for you because I'm a male advocate. Gentlemen, do not think that all the time, the effort and resources that you've deposited in your woman, that she will remember it to be worth anything later on in the future. And I'm going to explain why in a second. Shout out to Bridget. Hooah! Appreciate you being here, Bridget. Do not think that all that you do for your woman will be remembered later to be worth anything in the future. There are exceptions to the rule. There are some very, very, very exceptional and amazing women out there. And I pray that the women that's watching my show typically are these exceptional, amazing women. I'm speaking through you guys to the masses. The people that really need to hear this kind of stuff never tunes in. It's always the ones that get it. Except for SD Benson over here. But typically the men and the women that listen to me, you guys kind of get it. I really expect you guys to take the information that I give and pass it on to the rest of the people that don't get it. Like Bridget, I'm sure gets it. She's one of the few. You know, there's a lot of exceptional women out there. Millions of exceptional women right here in America. They're typically taken. They're usually wifed up. But they're there. So I'm not really speaking to the women that's probably watching my show. I'm speaking to the women that aren't watching my show that I'm hoping that you guys can pass this information on to. Gentlemen, do not think all the time, effort, resources, education, tutelage that you're putting in and depositing inside of your woman is going to be remembered later. Don't think that that's going to be worth anything in the future. There's no gold points for doing good deeds. Now, logically, that makes sense, fellas. I know. It makes sense. In your mind, hey, I do a good thing here. You'll remember that I did a good thing. And then if I ever screw up in the future, you'll say, you know what? You screwed up, but you done so many good things that I'm going to let that slide. It makes sense. The International Quiet Storm is here. My man, shout out to him. Hooah! Unfortunately, while that's logical and it makes sense for us, gentlemen, it doesn't make sense to many women. There's no gold points that you get. You don't get any gold stars for doing all the good shit that you do, gentlemen. You just don't. There's no, as I was speaking earlier about a relationship, about a savings account, there's no such thing as a relationship savings account. You don't get to deposit your good deeds into a relationship savings account that stacks up over time. So then it's like, yo, don't you remember what I did in 2020? And then don't you remember what I did last month and last week? And then remember your birthday last year and we did this and we went here and remember this place remember when you said you wanted this? And that's not how it works. There's no such thing as a relationship savings account. There's no relationship savings account where you get to deposit all the shit that you do, the good things that you do, the time that you fixed her, whatever was broken, especially guys you know what? Let me speak on something real quick. This is a side note. Friend zones. Remember we did a show last week called No More Friend Zone. I wanted to start a national movement to end the friend zone. No more friend zones. No more men in the friend zones. I do not want men to be in the friend zone of any woman. Ass, gas, and cash, I think is what I said. Because if you believe that you are depositing your good deeds into a savings account that's going to be worth anything in the future, brother, you are sadly mistaken. That is not how it works. Listen, man. Ladies, they don't feel guilty for over benefiting. When they get benefited by so much, when they're treated so wonderful, they don't feel guilty for what they're accepting. If you do, the more you do, the more they'll take, and they won't say, wow, hold on, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're too nice to me. This is too wonderful. You've given me too many gifts. When have you heard that? You stop shopping for me. Stop shopping for me. Stop feeding me. Why do you take me to such great restaurants? Please, let's go somewhere plain. I don't want to go here. I don't need design. Why you give me all these designer clothes? Please stop. We could just go to TJ Maxx. Take me to Ross. I don't want to go to Nordstrom. Why are you taking me to Saks Fifth Avenue? Why are we going to the Beverly Center? I do not want Louis Vuitton. It says live goal achieved, but I'm not sure how that works. Whoever helped me with the live goal just now, who did that? Wait, hold on, you guys, because I'm getting used to it. It says I could check it. Change your mindset. Shout out to Change Your Mindset. Can I make them a moderator or something, or give them some love? How do you give love back to people on TikTok? I want to pin a comment or something. I'm going to figure this out. Thank you. To Change Your Mindset. How do you follow them back? I want to follow them back. I'm gonna go through this. I know I can. I'm gonna fix because I'm getting used to TikTok. Thank you, Change Your Mindset. I appreciate you. JT just keeps hitting me with the lightning bolts. That was dope. And I got 3,000 likes. That's crazy. I normally get 7 likes, 8 likes, maybe 10. I think I got 12 once. On average, I get 6 likes. I got 3,000. That's crazy. Look. Women do not feel guilty if you do too much for her. She doesn't say, stop buying me quality shit. Start getting me some things that's more affordable and cheaper. You won't hear that. You will not hear a woman say, please, I don't want Gucci. I don't want Louis Vuitton red bottom high heels. I don't want those. Please go get me something cheaper from JCPenney. Because you've done so much. Take these Christian Louboutins back and go get me something similar at JCPenney. You're not going to hear that from a woman. You'll hear that kind of stuff from a man. Men will be like, hey man, take that back. Get the money back. We could do something else. You won't hear from a woman. You will not hear a woman tell you, please, I don't want this Chanel bag. She's not going to say, why are you giving me a Chanel bag? You do too much for me. No, they don't feel guilty for over benefiting. Guilt is not natural to them. It's not natural to them. It only shows up after someone else notifies you of your wrongdoing. That's the only time that you'll see it. But on a daily basis, you just won't see that. They're natural takers. So get used to it, fellas. It's just, you have to understand, once you understand the nature of women, life becomes easier, man. And for me, it took a long time. Because we're sold one thing by the media and movies, music. We're sold one thing, but in reality, it's something completely different. It's something completely different. And so, as a result, men get upset later on when they find out the reality of the world. What's true. Here's a tidbit. They are natural takers. And they don't feel guilty about what they take. They don't. They don't feel guilty for it. Men, you do, though. You see, men feel the return on investment will be the same as hers. His profit will be the same based on both people's deposit into the quote unquote relationship savings account. You know, kind of like a business partnership. You know, I don't know if you guys, if I have any entrepreneurs in the audience tonight, any entrepreneurs that's watching the replay. You know what, man, we're going to start something up. Let's get this clothing line together, or let's start this car company, or let's go into business together. You put in this amount and I put in this amount so we can both make money. And then when we profit, you take out your share and I'll take up my share, usually right down the middle. To men, that's logical because men feel a return on his investment will be the same as his partner's based on what they put in the pot. But that's not how relationships go. You see, she's not going to put in what you put in, gentlemen. She's not. And ladies, most men of quality and value understand this, but not all men get it. That's why I'm making this show. Because some men feel slighted. Some men feel robbed. They feel robbed. They feel that, you know, I put in more than she did, so I should get back. That's not how that works. And, you know, and when you find yourself in divorce court, that's not how the law, in the eyes of the law, it don't matter. Gentlemen, let me give you another tidbit. Being twice married, twice divorced. Let me explain something to you. It doesn't matter how much time and effort and shit you've done while married. In the eyes of the law during divorce, that don't matter. The judge isn't going to say, well, you know what? I'm going to reduce your alimony payment because you were such a good husband for the first 5 years and you were just an asshole for the last 1 year, or you cheated just that one time, or maybe you were a good husband the entire time. You were married for 17 years, and for 17 years, you didn't cheat. You didn't drink. You didn't hit her. You didn't do any domestic violence. You were a nice guy. You didn't cuss at her. You came home on time. You know what I'm saying? You purchased all the groceries. You took care. You made sure there was a roof. You made sure the water was hot. You made sure the electricity stayed on. You got her a new car every 3 years on a lease. You did everything that you were supposed to do. You were nice. You bought her flowers for Mother's Day. You bought her gifts for her birthday, on Christmas. Her and the kids always got shit. You did everything that you were supposed to. And then one day she wakes up. One day she wakes up and she's just not happy. She's just not happy. She just doesn't want to be there. I don't want to be here. I don't like you anymore. I'm not intimately aroused by you. I don't want to be here. I want a divorce. You don't know what the fuck happened. You're like, what are you talking about? And now you find yourself in divorce court. Do you think by any stretch of your imagination, the judge is going to say, well, you did so many good things for her while you were married. I'm going to reduce your alimony payments to her. I mean, the equity was not there. You put in all this stuff in the relationship bank account. You think you can cash that in divorce court? For women, you must do now. It's about today, not yesterday, not what you did before. Now is all that matters. This is no slight to women. It just is what it is. This is a natural thing. Now is what matters. I don't give a damn what you did before. I know that you took care. I know for Mother's Day you whisked, you did. I know for my birthday you did this and I went on vacation. I know that you took care of me. And I know that you bought me all these things. That don't matter. Today, you were an asshole. I don't care what you did before. I'm judging you and I'm treating you based on what you did today. You don't get points because you were a good guy 2 years ago. Fellas, that's in the friend zone. You don't get points for doing all those things, for going and buying her ice cream at 2 o'clock in the morning. She wanted some Ben & Jerry's. So you jumped up and ran to 7-Eleven at 2 o'clock in the morning to deliver her some ice cream. After she just got home from a nightclub. That's not how it works, brother. In fact, and let me explain something to you. Oh, I got the International Quiet Storm over here. My man, what does that say? Just purchase an auto renewal subscription. I got a subscribing. What do I got going? I'm gonna have to tap into this TikTok. Fellas, do you realize that the more you do, the more she'll start to feel that she's deserving of that? The more you do for your woman, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I don't want you guys to mix this up with don't do anything. Take care of your woman, because I'm explaining to you the solution to all of this. I'm just identifying the issue right now. I don't identify issues without solutions. I have a solution for everything that I'm talking about tonight. I'm just pointing out the problems right now. We are discussing symptoms right now. We are discussing symptoms right now, but I do have the antidote. The more you do for your woman, the more she'll feel deserving of what you do. She'll feel deserving of that. The more you give, remember, women are not remorseful for overgiving. They will take everything that you give her. She'll find space for whatever you deliver, whatever you give, emotionally, mentally, physically, gifts, doesn't matter. She'll find space for it and will not feel an ounce of remorse. She will not feel one iota of guilt for taking everything that you give her. The problem in many cases is the more you give her, the more she'll start to feel like she deserves that. And guess what can happen? And guess what happens oftentimes? Remember, 8 out of 10 people who file for divorce are women. And we are at a 60% divorce rate. Most people are not staying together. One day, with all this overgiving that you're giving, all this extra stuff that you're sticking into the equity bank account, the relationship savings account, she might start to think that she can get that from somebody else. She may believe one day, you know what? I'm getting this from Joe, but I can get it from John. Joe is maxed out on all his giving. He can't take me where I want to go. But because I'm worthy of this from Joe, I must also be worthy of this from John. And next thing you know, she starts feeling that everything that Joe has done she deserves it and more. And because Joe can't give her what John can, she'll get rid of Joe in aspirations for landing John. One day, all that equity you was putting into the bank account that she just kept taking because she's a natural taker. What up, Theo? Man, Theo's in the house. One day she may start to feel, you know what? I can get all of this stuff from another man. And it doesn't matter what age. You know what she can start feeling this 30 years into the marriage? Do you realize that she may start feeling this at 55 years old, 65 years old? It's the way they're wired, man. And so what happens is, instead of women being appreciative of what you deposited in the relationship bank account, she may become an ingrate. She may become an ingrate ultimately in the long run. She will take it for granted. That is what that means. She will take it for granted. She will believe that you are supposed to do that. And if you don't, what the hell is wrong with you? All the gifts, all the kind words, all the attention, all the energy, all the time, the money that you've deposited in her, she won't necessarily be appreciative of that. She'll start to become ungrateful for it. And then she'll look at your effort as a way to work less. That's right, Chaos. She will look at that as a way to work less because all that effort that you've given her. And this is why Pookie can give little to nothing and get back everything. Pookie gets something for nothing. Pookie pays less than you do. The pool boy doesn't have to do what you have to do. She's taking what you're doing for granted, but Pookie don't have to do none of that. Equity is fairness, where you put in a certain amount, somebody else puts in a certain amount, and they don't have to be the same, but you get to take out the equal amounts of withdrawal. You get to withdraw equal amounts, but you don't have to deposit the same. In a relationship, you may work your ass off. You may provide a luxurious lifestyle. You may do all kind of problem solving. You may be ready to protect with your life. With your life. You may fought a few people out on the street once or twice over time to protect her honor. And she might not even cook for you. She might not clean. She may not do a load of clothes. She might not do a load of clothes for you. But because you feel that you love her, I want to be delicate here. Because you feel that you love her, you keep doing what you're supposed to do until one day you wake up and you feel that you've done too much. And now you start to resent your woman. Well, Shan, how can I not resent my woman for doing too much? We aren't the same. We are not the same, Shan. I am not the same as my woman, but I don't want to just not deposit into her. I don't want to deposit into our relationship. I don't want to deposit into our family. She doesn't make the same amount of money as I make. She's not as strong as me. I can't expect her to fix things or lift things or do things that I'm built to do. Shan, that's not fair, right? It's not fair. Remember, equality is sameness, but equity is fairness. It's not fair that I ask my woman to do what I do, Shan. How can I not feel resentful of her when I do these things? I'm the one that got to get up early in the morning when it's freezing cold, take a shower, get dressed, go outside, clean off the snow off my car if you're on the East Coast. Go to work, forge through traffic. All while she's home in the electric blanket, staying snuggled and warm while watching the next episode of whatever on Netflix. Why do I have to go to work and do this and she gets to chill and get up when she feels like it? It's not right, Shan. It's not fair. The equity isn't there. Equity isn't real in a relationship. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Well, Shannon, how do I not get to the point where I want to leave her? How do I avoid resenting my woman from taking more than she's giving? It's a quick and easy answer that you already know. The answer is, quite simply, remove all expectations, because expectations are the killer of your happiness. Remove all expectations of your woman. Remove all expectations. Understand something? I'm highlighting in quotes and making it caps. Expectations of your woman. It's difficult to do sometimes, but I'm explaining to you. Remove all expectations of your woman, because your expectations of her is the killer of your happiness. Think about this, you guys. Do parents get upset with their children because the baby didn't say thanks for dinner? Maverick. Law, come here. Do parents get upset with their children because the baby didn't say thanks for dinner? Come here, son. This is my boy. Say hi. This is my 9-year-old. My bad, 9-year-old. Do you always tell me thank you for the food that I buy you?
Usually sometimes. Yes.
Usually sometimes. Other times you don't do it. He doesn't say thank you for what I do for him. He doesn't even know what I do for him. To keep him safe, to keep him protected, for me to provide for him. This is my flesh and blood. I love him to death. When he was a baby, he didn't say, thanks, Dad. Thank you for this bottle. He didn't do it.
I was a little kid. I couldn't talk.
You don't do it now, and you're 9. You just take the food and eat it. You good. Go ahead and finish back to your iPad.
I get water.
Okay. He about to get water. He's not going to say thanks for the water. He doesn't know where the water come from. Do parents get upset with their children because the baby didn't say thanks? No. You just continue feeding. What's up, double twins? You just continue feeding your children. You know why? Because I don't expect my children to always say thank you, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a father. Gentlemen, remove expectations of your woman, because expectations is the killer of your happiness. And once you do that and you start becoming who you naturally are, you'll be all right. You see, if you feel that you're under benefiting from your woman, don't stop depositing what you do, but rather set your demands on what you want out of that relationship bank account. What up? What Theo said? Theo says he need to make a kid. Shout out to my man Theo. Yes, Theo. Hoo-ah! Yes, Theo. For that one and my other little one, that's the smaller one that's asleep right now, I can get rid of everything. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And they don't even say thank you. There's no equity in being a parent. You do what you're supposed to do because that's what you are, a parent. Gentlemen, in a relationship, what up, Jay? Hoo-ah! Salute to Jay. What you do as a man in a relationship, what you do as a husband, a good boyfriend, you don't stop depositing into your woman, but you do set demands. You see, my son, he's required to go to school and get educated. He's required to do chores. He's required to learn and do his homework. He's required to read a certain amount every night. He's required to do certain things that I as a father require. And in exchange for that, I do so much more for him, but it's okay because it's not an equitable relationship. I'm okay with what I do as a dad. Gentlemen, you need to be okay with what you do as your woman's man. Same as you demand or you expect your children to obey you, to go to school, to take out the trash. You need to set your demands for what you want out of that relationship bank account that you are putting into, that your girl is putting into, even though she may not be putting in as much as you. If you want to not resent your girl for not putting in as much in the relationship bank account as you are, you need to set your expectations for what you would plan to get out of it, what she can get out of it, and then you'll have no problem putting in more than she does. Expecting to get out of a relationship what you put into it is a fairy tale, man. That's a waste of time. You only get out of it what you demand. You only get out of your relationship what you demand. Expecting to get what you put in it is a waste of time. You will never get out of a relationship what you put into it, gentlemen. You only get out of it what you demand, what you negotiate. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay this bill. I'm going to pay that bill. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to always do this for you. I'm going to always make sure that you're okay over in this department. You're good over here. All I need you to do is this. If you do that, you don't got to worry about nothing. And then you'll never be upset. But if you expect her to do what you're doing, you're going to have a problem real quick. This is why they say the way you how does it go? The way you got them is how you keep them, ladies. Ladies, don't start cooking in the dating phase and stop cooking after you get married. Don't bend it over backwards, pop it up, and do that special thing in the bed when you're dating him. But when you get married to him, you suddenly stop. Don't bust it open when you dating and then shut it down when you're married. Don't come to bed nude, naked, lingerie, t-shirt and panties, sexy when you dating, and then when you get married, it's sweatpants and bonnets and triple layers of clothes. No, don't and knee-high socks. Don't come to bed like that and a mask on. No, don't do that when you're married, but when you were dating, you was half naked in the winter. Early in your relationship, you need to negotiate no different than a high-level businessman. You know, we teach business over in the SR Army. Early on in your relationship, gentlemen, you need to negotiate and you need to set your demands then. And let me tell you something also. And we had this at the Black Manosphere Conclave in Atlanta, where I had my man come in and say, men who are already in a relationship, husbands who are already married, you need to renegotiate your contract. Some of you guys need to renegotiate your contract with your woman so you can set new standards. Have you guys ever read the book called The 4 Agreements? Bait and switch. Change your mindset. Exactly. Bait and switch. Bait and switch. Yes, terminology makes all the difference. Have you guys ever read the book, The 4 Agreements? You guys, it's a book that I really suggest you guys read. I read it live. If you go to my channel and go to my playlist, you'll see one called Rich People Read. Under Rich People Read, I read the entire book, 4 Agreements, live. This book explains to you that you need to sometimes renegotiate your agreements with people. You've already set a precedent with your woman, but you may need to reset the precedent. You may need to reset the agreement that you have with her, because what you demand today may be different than what you demanded when you were dating her. Or let me, in a better way to say that, what you were getting when you were dating, you're not getting when you're married or when you're locked in or when you're cuffed. You may have a problem with that, but you're tolerating it because you know what? Y'all been together so long. No, don't do that. Renegotiate that contract. The book, 4 Agreements. It's an easy read too. It's thin. It's one of them thin books. The 4 Agreements is one of those. It's not no thick book that's gonna take you I think we read it in 2 weeks, and that's because I was going slow. I had to read it live on YouTube, chapter by chapter. The 4 Agreements, you'll sit down and read that book in 1 day. It's a wonderful book, and it has 4 different things. I forgot the tenets in the book that explain you. Make sure your impeccable word. Make sure your word is impeccable. I forget what it is. Nevertheless, it talks about renegotiating your contract with people. Some of you guys need to renegotiate your contract, people. And let me tell you something. If you're just getting started with a woman, fellas, early on in that relationship, you need to negotiate like you in business. Negotiate like you guys are in business. And you need to stick to your word. Men, your word matters. So you need to stick to your word with her. And tell her what you demand for what you're gonna produce and give, and you'll be all right. Jay Shar says everything is an agreement. Love comes later in most cases. That's a bar. Hoo-ah! And if you do this, gentlemen, what you give and what you do in your relationship, this is the solution. When you remove expectations from your woman, you establish what you demand out of that relationship bank account. The shit that you do and the things that you give will be no big deal because it's just what you do. But it's everything to her. It's everything to her. Even though she's not putting in the bank account what you putting in. She's not putting in the relationship bank account the effort that you're putting in. No, I take that back. Not the effort. She better have some goddamn effort. She better be trying. But even though she's trying and she's trying as hard as you, both of you guys need to be, I tell people this all the time. The number one cause of divorce in America is not irreconcilable differences. It's not infidelity. It's not finances. It's none of that shit. The number one reason for divorce in America is lack of effort. The number one reason for divorce in America is lack of effort. One or both parties are not trying. You will not show me a divorce where both of them are fucking trying. You won't find one. You don't know. You can't think of a divorce where somebody ain't trying. Somebody said is giving up. They claim they're trying. I've done it all. I've tried. I've done this. We've gone to counseling, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's not trying. Not for real. Not really. They're saying they are, but they're not trying. So the lack of effort is the number one reason for divorce. Hands down. Now, when it comes to this equity thing, when we're talking about relationship bank accounts, 100% effort is required on both of you guys, but she may not put in what you're putting in, the amount of content, the amount of protection and provision. You may not be putting in the amount of nurturing and love. She's putting in what she could put in, you're putting in what you could put in, but it's no big deal for you to do that because that's just you, but it's everything to your girl, man. The best thing you can do in giving into your bank account, your relationship bank account, is being a giver. The 5 love languages. Do you realize acts of service is number 1? Oh, snap. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. Somebody's over at TikTok. Change your mindset. Is tapping in to the 4 agreements. Shout out to Change Your Mindset. Being impeccable with your word and don't take anything personally. Those are 2. The other one is don't make assumptions and always do your best. Shout out to, that's what I'm telling you. I told you guys I got the smartest, most intelligent supporters and followers over on anywhere. Shit, I got them at TikTok now. Shout out to Change Your Mindset. And then he got a dope name, Change Your Mindset. Or she. I'm not sure if it's... I can't see the small photo. But nevertheless, Change Your Mindset is dope. Listen, acts of service, in my opinion, is the number one of all the love languages. Not gifts, not time, not words. It's effort. Effort is number 1. Being there for somebody when they need you is what lasts, not Gucci bags, you guys. Gentlemen, being there when your woman needs you is what she'll remember. It's not Louis Vuitton purses. It's not that. She won't give a shit about them shoes. She's going to remember your effort. Your acts of service is number 1. Gentlemen, the moment you start complaining about not getting your fair share, you're going to get pushback from your woman. If you feel like going to war, if you want to have a battle with your woman about fair share, I'm not getting my fair share in this relationship, you just created a whole new argument and it ain't going to end well. It won't end well. Oh, that's a woman? Thank you. Because I can't see. My screen is too... I mean, it's an iPhone 15 Pro, but I don't know. It's tough. Shout out to Change Your Mindset. It's a woman. Smart woman. Oh, man, I adore smart women. Gentlemen, we don't have the fair share argument with our women. This is the male advocacy channel, so I'm talking to the men. Men, we don't have the fair share argument. Don't be all up in your woman's face talking about your fair share. What you need to do is you need to, 1, remove expectations. 2, negotiate your contract so you can get out of that relationship what you believe is fair. It may not be what you put in it. In fact, I can guarantee you it will never be what you put in it. She may get out of the relationship more than she's putting in, but you'll be okay with that if you get what you negotiate. And then you won't have no problem. But if you're overextending yourself, expecting to get your fair share back, if you're expecting to get back what you put in it, man, you don't need to be in a relationship. That's not how they work. That's not how they work. Get out of the relationship what you need from her. Do you need sex? It needs to be on demand. Negotiate it. You want sex on demand? That needs to be part of the contract. You want a hot meal every night? That needs to be part of the contract. You want you on your feet all day, fellas. You work at a job where you are all on your feet all day and you need a foot rub within an hour of you coming home. Negotiate it. That's part of the contract that you need to talk to her about. Don't assume she's going to do that. Ladies, if you negotiate some stuff that you're doing when you're dating, you need to follow through with that until the day you die or until he changes the contract with you. You don't get to just start doing this when you're dating and stop doing it when you get married. We don't want to marry your representative. I don't want to marry who you claim to have been just long enough till you get your claws in deep in my back and I'm locked in. You didn't have my kid. You didn't got my last name. You got access to the bank account and now you got the courts on your side and now you want to switch up on me? Oh, come on. Fellas, if you want a little head every night, negotiate it. Maybe you'll put in a little bit more into the relationship bank account than she will. Because when you negotiate it, you don't have to put guilt on anybody. You know, you guys understand sign language: shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. The need to be right being the worst, but guilt is the next worst one. Guilting someone is a losing game, guys. Because what you're saying is you want them to contribute more than what was already felt that they thought they needed to put in to make you feel better. You want to guilt your girl because you want her to put in more than she thought that she needed to put in simply to make you feel better? Nah, bruh, we don't rock that over here. Not in the Army. No, we don't guilt women for not doing their fair share. You supposed to have negotiated that to begin with. This is the leadership part that we talk about when it comes to men. You know, we don't, and say it with your whole chest, fellas. Negotiate what you need with your whole chest before you give her anything, before you put anything, before you create a relationship. Hello. Hooah! Listen to this.
Number one isn't easy.
Being number one isn't easy. Before you even create a relationship, before you even bless her with a relationship, certainly before you get down on one knee and propose, you need to negotiate what you're going to get for what you're going to give. This is part of the Think and Grow Rich. You cannot get without giving. I get it, man. Some of you guys are stuck in some really shitty relationships. You want your woman to increase her output. You want her to do more. You know, you want her to do more based on your input because you're doing so much. You're working so hard. You pay her bill. No, you pay her T-Mobile bill. You put her on your T-Mobile phone plan. You put her kids on your T-Mobile phone plan. You put her on your car insurance. You're paying the rent because you moved her into your place. You pay for the groceries. You every week or 2 weeks or whenever y'all go grocery shopping, it comes out of the money that you make. You buy all the clothes. You pay for a lot. Did you negotiate what you want? You may want her to increase what she's doing because of what you're doing. But let me tell you something. If you've been to that, man, you'll start feeling tired. You'll start resenting your woman. You'll start hating her. You'll start not wanting to do things that you used to do gleefully. You know why? It's because you expected her to do what you're doing. You expected her to do in her department, I'll say equally, or try to become as equal as possible to what you're doing in your department. That's not how it works, gentlemen. You need to define what you were willing to do and what you expect to get for what you do. Because the reality is one person is going to work harder than the other, man. It's true. One person is going to work harder than the other. But neither one of you, you or your woman, or ladies, if you're watching this show, you should not work harder than your man. Or let me take that back. You should not work harder than you feel is too much for you naturally. Do what you naturally want to do, not what you feel that you're obligated to do or forced to do. Or your relationship shouldn't feel like a chore. It shouldn't feel like a chore to rub your man's tired, weary feet that he's been standing on for 14 goddamn hours, 5 days a week. He's standing on his feet 14 goddamn hours, 5 days a week. You should be excited to rub his feet when he comes home. If you feel that that's a chore, if you feel it's a chore to nurture and feed and nourish your man, not that he went to Yoshinoya or he went to Chick-fil-A, or he went to McDonald's, or he went to Denny's or IHOP or some. No, he ate your food. His body is nourished and energized and growing and strong and healthy because of your food. Oh, you should feel good about that. This is what I think. If you don't believe that, make sure you put that part of your contract, ladies. I don't cook. I don't rub feet. And fellas, if you require a woman that cooks and rubs feet, she ain't the one for you. But Shan, the sex is good. Oh, come on, man. That's not a good enough reason to stick around, bruh. That sex wears off. Those that's been in a relationship know. Some of y'all got to think about somebody else just so you can climax, just so you can bust a nut. You got to think about some other shit. You be in there, you be like, damn, man, I don't know when I'm gonna come. I got to think about this chick I hit back in college. Ladies, you got to think about, you know, your man on top of you, but you got to think of somebody else. It wasn't like that in the beginning of the relationship. When y'all first started dating, it wasn't like that. But it became that. All you need to do is make sure your initial demands are met, ladies and gentlemen, and then you guys will be okay in that relationship department. Because nobody is personally responsible for your happiness. Nobody. Only you are you and you alone are responsible for your happiness. Ladies, your man is not responsible for your happiness. That's your job. Gentlemen, your woman is not responsible for your happiness. That's your job. And if you need your woman to do a certain thing for you, you need to negotiate that early on in a relationship and do not expect anything from her. Ladies, don't expect nothing from your man other than what you negotiate in your relationship. And you guys would be fine with the fact that equity is not real. It doesn't matter what you put in. It doesn't matter what he puts in because you guys are taking out what you want. If there's a lack, solve it. This includes hobbies and sex, food, yearly trips, who takes care of the kids, who gets up in the middle of the night to feed the baby, all of that stuff. Who goes outside when you guys hear a bump in the night? Who walks on the street side of the sidewalk? Who sits in a restaurant facing the door? Who opens doors and closes them? All of that is negotiated early on. And then equity won't matter because it don't matter anyway. I'm not bringing anybody up on the panel tonight, man. I've already started 2 hours late. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Join the army, the SR Army at srarmy.com. srarmy.com. Where we're taking lives to the next level. It's a mastermind alliance. It's a group. And I want you guys to join. You know, it is currently free. And it is currently free for life. It is behind a paywall. It's not going to be free forever. So everybody that joins now is free for life. All you got to do is go to srarmy.com. You'll see the page. Look at all the perks. Go to the bottom. Fill out the information. And your credit card will never be charged. Nothing. You'll be good. But you'll be a part of the military. Part of the SR Army. You'll be a soldier in the SR Army. I'd love to have you guys. Share this video. Like it. Hit the thumbs up on it for me if you can. I appreciate that. I'm Mr. Shan, the man with the plan. I've been there, done that. And not much surprises me anymore. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere beber. Pa' que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Creo que el novio teme que
su relación va a terminar. Se da cuenta que no necesita a alguien más. Quiere un selfie para su Instagram. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos pibis que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, para que el siempre se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño. Yo te juro que es bueno, yeah, yeah. Ya me doy el palo, ese empate si lo desigualo. Le gusta lo honesto y lo malo, me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos pibis que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, para que el siempre se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. Dime todo lo que ella quiere, nada ha sido regalado. Entre más independiente, más quiero estar a su lado. Es de esas nenas, mata, es que más. Ella está plena la noche entera. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, para que él siempre se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca.